Shalom, shalom. It's your brother Wild Rumya. Back with another lesson. Lord willing, it'll be edifying. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wahara Kakwadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who taught me this truth. And shalom to you, Akim and Akwaf, that believe and have faith in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai in these last days. As you see on the screen, man, that war is picking up, man. And if you didn't believe that World War III is coming, now you should be a believer, man. Everything is on the table, even the draft, man. We went into that yesterday. So there's no way around what is coming. Thermonuclear war. As you see, it says Bible prophecy. Israel and Palestine and the Palestinians sign a peace treaty. So all hell is about to break loose, man. And we say I say it myself. I say it almost every time I do a video, man. Damn near, because closer we get, it's closer to destruction coming, man. Every day we draw closer, man. This week went by, man, super fast. It says Putin warns that when Russia nukes America, there will be no chance of survival. And there will be no single enemy left. So they're telling you this is coming. And if you ever repented and came back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you're going to be annihilated as well, man. Especially you, and I'm speaking to you 2/3, man, that don't believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Continue to want to go to church and continue to be a part of this society, man. Your hopes and dreams are going to be shattered, man. Violently. There's another quote from Putin. It says, in the event of an attack on Russia, no one has any chance of survival, man. So they're going to unleash all their arsenals when this World War III starts, man. And it's not going to be a war of gun hand-to-hand combat. No, man, it's going to start off on a low level, man. Then it's going to instantly turn into who can hit the button first, man. But it's not even up to them. It's going to be up to the angels, man. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That's who's going to control those missiles, because those missiles are the Lord's army. Let's check this video out.
Well, let's talk about the World War III news. In the last video, we was talking about how Vladimir Putin said if an enemy attacked them, that they would, match him with hundreds of Russian nuclear missiles. And that he was talking about deploying the Sarmat SR-28, which is a Satan II missile, which is able to blow up an area the size of Texas, the UK, or France. And I have to use the Tsar Bomba as an example because this is a 50 megaton nuke. So the Tsar Bomba was the last Russian missile that was tested, the most powerful. They really got the world scared with this. This is what the missile will be compared to. So now they're making missiles that are just as powerful as the Tsar Bomba. Not only that, but in this video, I'll be talking about how he actually admitted that Russia conducted a nuclear test. And saying since the United States didn't ratify the deal to stop nuclear tests, that Russia can start doing nuclear tests again, and that they're going to put it through their Duma and see if they can start doing tests. And their Duma seemed pretty excited about that idea. I don't like that.
I hear that there are calls to start testing nuclear weapons, to come back to testing of nuclear weapons. Here's what I'd say here. The United States have signed a document, corresponding document on banning the nuclear tests, and Russia signed it and ratified it. The United States signed it but did not ratify it. Now we practically finished the work on modern strategic armaments. I announced this several years ago. We have conducted the last successful test of Burevestnik. It's a rocket of global reach with a nuclear load.
So yes, not only did he threaten destruction, he also threatened that this is going to be a mass production, and he said that he did a nuclear test. If y'all want to hear the other statements, check out my last video. We have the Philippines that breached a Chinese blockade again. There's a face-off between China and the Philippines, and the United States is dragged between us because we have a defense treaty with the Philippines. Meaning if anything happens to the Philippines, that we have to step in and pretty much protect them. We got bases there and everything ready for China. But China and the Philippines have been having disputes, and it's been getting worse over the last couple of days. The UK and Ukraine are going to strengthen up their defense ties. Coming right after the UK's defense minister said they were sending troops into Ukraine, or that they were in deep talks about it so they can train the 20,000 Ukrainian troops in Ukraine, which Russia hit back and said they will all be targets, and that'll be a war between the UK and Russia. Not that NATO ain't already at war with Russia. People better wake up before things get really crazy. Anyways, more news next. Much love.
So yeah, that guy makes good videos, man. He stays on top of the news, especially World War III. And as that World War III picks up, he got another video. I'm gonna play that one as well. But this is a simulation of what will happen when those missiles start to fly, man. And this is, this is not going how it's going to be. But I just want to give you kind of a mindset, man, once they start to shoot these missiles off, man. Because the Lord is going to break Babylon the Great's missiles, man. That's in the scriptures as well. But check this out.
For context, population of nations engaged at war. NATO member states have 944 million people. The Russian Federation has 145 million people. Stage 1. Nuclear war. Elapsed time. 1 hour. 2 hours. 3 hours. 4 hours. 5 hours. 6 hours. 7 hours. 8 hours. 9 hours. 10 hours. 11 hours. 12 hours. 13 hours. 14 hours. 15 hours. 16 hours. 17 hours. 18 hours. 19 hours. 20 hours. 21 hours. 22 hours. 23 hours. 24 hours. Total global casualties at 178 million people. Losses of nations engaged at war. NATO member states have lost 9.1% of their total population. The Russian Federation has lost 62.9% of its total population. Declassified.
And this is not nowhere near how it's going to go. Because the Lord said America, Babylon the Great, will be destroyed in 1 hour. So that 1 hour is going to hold, the whole land is going to be utterly wasted in 1 hour. And they just basically did that on a 24-hour simulation. But no, man, it ain't going to take till 24 hours. It's going to take 1 hour, man. By the time you get to Walmart and back, this place is going to be done.
I already put my warning out to the UK. Watch this.
Former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev suggested that British soldiers training Ukrainian troops in Ukraine would be legitimate targets for Russian forces. So joining me to talk about Russia is Russian journalist Alexei Vir. Of course, we had the speech there earlier with Grant Shapps. So, Alexei Vir, what was the response then to Grant Shapps' speech?
Well, Nana, these idiots are actively pushing us towards a World War III. And don't take my word for it, because these are not my words. These are the words of Dmitry Medvedev, Russia's former liberal president, who has now become one of the most hawkish voices inside the Kremlin. And, well, I'm not old enough to remember, unlike politicians in the Kremlin, but this is very reminiscent of the Cold War rhetoric. At the same time, this is really nothing new because, under the auspices of the British-led Operation Interflex, some 20,000 Ukrainian troops have been trained. So the only difference here is that now those training camps will be located not on the British territory, but in Ukraine, which, as you've mentioned, now Russia will consider those training camps and possible military factories, if they're going to build some under the British auspices. Russia will consider them as legitimate targets. And as usual, Russia might come up with some asymmetric response, so we'll have to see to find out.
Because that is Britain putting their troops on the ground and actually getting involved in the war in a sense, even though they're just training. I can't see how they wouldn't fight if they had to. Alexivir, thank you very much. It's good to get an
And so they just basically let you know they're putting troops in the yellow. I said the yellow and blue country, man. They're putting troops over there, man, and they know that's going to cause really the war to escalate. As you know, I had they say I always have to have like a false flag for it to basically to commence for the major parties to really get into it, man. Like a false flag. They always say that, man, and they always set it up for it to look like it's a false flag, man. But we know these things are coming regardless if you believe it or not, man. World War III is on the table, man. And it's coming faster than you possibly would even know, man. It's going to come so fast, man. You're going to be like, God damn, man. They really shooting these missiles off, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how we're going to feel because the elect are going to be taken away from the destruction, man. Lord willing, I'm a part of that. Because the MOTB is about to hit the stage, man. They're going to introduce this MOTB, man, which is the mark of the beast, man. Revelation 13, 16 through 18, man. They're going to introduce that, man. And when they introduce that, man, the war is going to pick up even faster, man. Because they're going to draft here shortly. They're going to draft, but the war is going to, when they introduce the MOTB, as Apostle Tahar said, things are going to move extremely fast, man. And this right here shows you that Babylon the Great has to go to war, man. Let me get into this one.
Oh shit. US debt adds 275 billion in one day. And these motherfuckers think that there isn't going to be a debt default. Do you not see the chart for all these donkeys that think that, you know, it's never going to happen? Added the total size of last month's borrowing in one day. Look at that spike up like that. It just went like this. Look what happened last time when this spike went up in the middle. Look what happened last time. It goes up sideways like that and it's gonna go up again. It's over. Do you not fucking understand? The dollar is done. You don't see how Iraq canceled all US dollar? They dumped it. They're no longer using the US dollar. Do you know what that means? The rest of the BRICS nations is gonna follow, motherfucker. You get it now?
But these people are not going to get it until all hell breaks loose. Then they're going to realize and understand it then, man. But it's going to be too late for a lot of people because they rejected the truth, man. And we're going to get into these missiles, man, because these missiles are the Lord's armies. It's not Putin's missiles. It's not America Biden's missiles. These are the Lord's missile, man. He gave them this technology. He put it in their minds for the teaming, which is the Germans, the scientists, to come up with this technology, man. And I haven't watched that movie Oppenheimer. They said it's pretty good, man. I want to check it out once it hits free. When it get free, when it's on Amazon or Netflix for free, that's when I'm gonna watch it. But yeah, man, he gave the scientists this technology to bring to pass for him to use in the last days, man. So he made Esau make his own destruction weapon, man. This is Isaiah 54:16. It says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth the instrument of his work. I have created the waster to destroy," man. So the Lord gave them the technology to make these nuclear missiles, man, for their own destruction. And that's why that guy, I forgot his name, he quoted it. This Hindu man, he become the destroyer of worlds. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Let me see if we.
The world would not be the same. Two people silent. I remembered the line from Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Vishnu is trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty, and to impress him takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." I suppose we all thought that one way or another.
So you see how Esau thinks, man. He worshipped all these other gods, and this is on for his own destruction, man. He said he's become his death, the destroyer of worlds, man. And that was, he quoted it from a Hindu book, which it was a demon that he was quoting, man. So let me read this again. Isaiah 54:16, it says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and have created the waster to destroy," man. So these missiles were created by Esau Edom for his own destruction, man. New Living Translation says, "I have created the blacksmith who fans the coals beneath the forge and makes the weapons of destruction," man. See? He makes the weapons of destruction. It's all for Esau's destruction, man. It says, "And I have created armies. I have created the armies that destroy." The army is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai's army, man. These nuclear missiles are the Lord's army. Let's get it in the Good News Translation. It says, "I created the blacksmith who builds a fire and forges weapons. I also create the soldier who uses the weapons to kill." And we're gonna get to those scriptures, man. Going straight into it. Let's get this real quick. It was an Edomite. His name was Esau, man, and he created the nuclear missiles, man. If I'm not mistaken, let's look it up real quick. And I know his name was Esau, man. And it was what a coincidence. This man is German's weapons program. His name was Esau. Yeah, Abraham Esau. That's him. Abraham Esau. He was I brought this out before, I know. He was a physicist, German physicist, man. Robert Abraham Esau. A German physicist. He was a part of them that created the nuclear missiles, man. It says the program was split among 9 major institutes where the director demanded research and set their own objectives. Subsequently, the number of the scientists working on applying nuclear fusion began to diminish as many researchers applied their talents to more pressing wartime demands. So he was a part of the nuclear physicists. He was a nuclear physicist, and he was a part of the program. He's a teaman, man. It says Esau was appointed as, I ain't gonna get all into that. He's a nuclear physicist. Is the field of physicists that study atomic, nuclear, and their consultants. Can't even pronounce this shit.
Constituents.
Damn. Nuclear physicists in the field of Nuclear physicist is the field of physicists that studies atomic nuclear and their constituents and interactions in addition to the study of other forms of nuclear matter. So basically he was a part of these teaming, which is Edomites, that had the knowledge to make these missiles, man. They was given the knowledge to make the missiles, man. So Esau Edom was in it all along, man. Abraham, Isaac, Esau. Was it Abraham, Esau? It's just a coincidence, you know. That's the only reason I brought it up. It's a coincidence. This man name was Esau. He was a part of the physicists that came up with the nuclear technology, man. The fusion. The fusion. This is Isaiah 9:5. It says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire," man. So it's going to be a thermonuclear war, man. These missiles are going to be shot from one end of the earth to the other end of the earth, man. This is Isaiah 13, and I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, "The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called the mighty ones, my mighty ones, for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like a great people, and tumultuous noise of the kingdom of nations gathered together. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts mustereth the hosts to the battle," man. See, the Lord is getting these armies ready for war, man. He's getting them ready for war, man. These soldiers that he's speaking of are these missiles, man. He says they come from a far country, man. So when they shot from Russia all the way to Babylon the Great, it's coming from a far country, man. These countries are not close, man. It says, even Yahweh Bashem Yahushua in the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land, man. So these missiles are coming to be shot. They're going to be shot off to destroy the whole land, man. Nothing is going to be left. Just like Putin said, he said no soldiers or our adversaries are going to be left, man. He says, therefore shall all hands be faint and every man's heart shall melt, man. So when they see the missiles being shot off, people are going to have heart attacks, man. They're going to faint. They're going to die before the missiles even hit, man. And still they're going to have, and Lord will put the spirit back in them, man, and feel that fire, man. That hell is coming up on the earth. He says, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. So these people are going to be mad. They're going to look at each other like, oh, man, them the missiles, man, them nuclear missiles, man. They shot the missiles. And we've been telling them for many years, man, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down, man. We've been warning you these things, man. There's no way out of it, man. There's no way. You can't run nowhere. These missiles are going to destroy this land in 1 hour, man. 1 hour is going to take, man. It says, behold, the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua cometh cruel, but with wrath and furious anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. So it doesn't sound like the Lord is coming back to hug people and give everybody pats on the back, man. When the Lord comes, it's going to be for wrath and cruel judgment, man. It says it right here, cruel, but with wrath, both with wrath. That don't sound like the Lord is going to be nice and happy to see people, man. This is furious anger, man. And we keep, bringing these videos out and people are still ignoring it, thinking that it's all good, man. And nothing going to come, ain't going to hurt me. Your lot is to be destroyed, man, by thermonuclear missiles, man. This is 2nd Ezra 16. I'm going to go back up here to verse 12, man. He said, the earth quaketh and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with wrath from the deep. And the the waves from the deep and the ways of it are troubled. And the fishes thereof also before Yahweh Shem Yahushua and before the glory of his power, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. See that? This is the Lord's missiles, man, that he's going to be shooting off. It says, for they are strong in his right hand that bend the bow. As arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss. So when the Lord has these missiles to be shot off, they're not going to miss their destination, man, their target. They're not going to miss. None of them going to be a dud. None of them going to fall in the water. All of them going to be precise, and they're going to hit exactly where the Lord has them to go, man. It's not going to be a misfire. They're going to hit exactly where the Lord has them to be shot to, man. It says, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world, man. We just read in Isaiah, it said they come from a far country. And right here it's saying it comes from the ends of the world, man. So the Lord is going to have these missiles shot off from different parts of the earth, man. And we already know who the players are going to be in this thermonuclear destruction of Babylon the Great. We know who's going to shoot them off, man. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth, man. See, these things are already spoken. The Lord said these things are going to happen. They already been spoken, man. So you can't say, well, when this going to happen? It's already spoken, man. We just got to wait. We got to play. We got to let it play out. These things have to be played out, man. We can't say, oh, it's going to happen in 2 months from now. No, man. They're coming. Just know that. And that's all you should be built up. You get your spirit built up, repenting, and returning to the Lord, man, while you got time, man. Because you ain't going to be able to wake nobody up. The missiles are being shot off, man. You in a damn FEMA camp or something, or out in the wilderness trying to bring somebody in the truth, man. It's going to be too late, man. That's why you have to get it now. And understand, man, this is it. This ain't going to be no redos, man. It ain't going to be no replay, like you're in sports or something. No, man, this is the real deal, man. They're really going to shoot these missiles off and destroy Babylon the Great, man, and various other places around the globe, man. These things are going to really, really happen, man. And that's why we continue to warn our people, man. Wake up, man. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Was it on a school days or something? He said, wake up. But that's what we're trying to do, man. Wake you up, man. Smack you around, man. Wake the fuck up, man. Time is running out. And as we see more and more of these leaders speaking, they're ready to push the button too, man. Everybody's against Babylon the Great, man. This is Joel 2, and I'm going to start at verse 4. It says, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses. I should have went up a little bit. Let me go up to 3. Because I should have read the whole thing. I'm just going to hit the points, man. Verse 3, it says, no, I'll start at 1. Fuck it. We ain't got no more time, man. It says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh Shem Yahushua cometh, for it is nigh at hand, man. And it is, man. You can just see the Spirit of the Lord changing the people's minds, man. These leaders, the Lord controls the leaders, man. And Putin is ready to shoot those missiles off, man. He's telling you they're going to be shot off. He says the day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, as the mountains, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there have not been ever the like. Neither shall there be any more after it, even to the years of many generations, man. So this destruction is going to be nothing. Nothing's going to be like this destruction ever have been on the earth, man. It's going to be a terrible day, man. The Lord come back, man. He said, fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. And it's speaking of the missiles, man. It says, fire devour before them, and behind them a flame burneth. Man, talking about how the jetpack from the bottom when they shot up, that fire coming out the bottom of the missiles, man. It says the land is as the Garden of Eden. See, it's a beautiful. America was a beautiful place, man, before Esau got it. When the northern tribe had it, it was beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying? You had fruit growing everywhere, man. I went to Puerto Rico, man. I was shocked to see plantains growing on the trees, man. Mangoes and shit, man. I was shocked. I was like, damn. And it's compared to the Garden of Eden, man. Like it's a beautiful place, man. Before these missiles are attacked. It says before them and behind them a desolate wilderness. See that? Before the land is hit by these missiles, it's going to be, you know what I mean? We just explained it. It's going to be a beautiful land, and then after those missiles hit, it's going to be a desolate wilderness, man. Yea, and nothing shall escape. And nothing shall escape them, man. No one is going to escape. Putin just said that shit, man. Nothing is going to escape these missiles, man. Your car, your house, your animals. Nothing is going to escape that, man. Nothing is going to escape the judgment of the Lord, man. Because this is his judgment, man. These missiles are his. It says the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, man. So that's that power, man. Horses symbolize power. That's why everything you see, every motor is characterized with horsepower, man. So the power this is speaking of, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses. And as horsemen, so shall they run, man. So you see a horse galloping. It's a beautiful thing. You see them horses running, man. Like a bunch of the wild horses, I see them running. It's a beautiful thing, man. But it ain't going to be a beautiful thing the way the Lord comparing it to these missiles, man. It says, as the nose of chariots on top of mountains, so shall they leap, man. So they're going to be going, they're going to be going high, and they're going to be coming low, man. No satellites are going to be able to detect those missiles, man. No satellite is going to be able to detect those missiles. It says, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array, man. So these missiles are going to be set in battle array, man. They're going to be coming up out their silos, and they're going to be marching and running just like these horses, man, the Lord compared them to. It says, before their face, the people shall be much pain. They're going to be, man, these people are going to be shocked that they really shot these missiles off, man. All faces shall gather blackness, man. So they're going to be scared. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. And they shall march every one in his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. See that? So these missiles are going to be shot, and none of them is going to like I said before. They're not going to be any duds, man. They're not going to fall on the ground on the earth and not explode, man. They're going to be marching everywhere the Lord had them destined to hit. And they're not none of them going to miss their marks. You're not going to have one that hit Georgia and not blow. No, all of these going to march in battle array, man. They're going to hit exactly where the Lord have them hit, man. And he said they shall not break their ranks, so they're not going to bump into each other, man. You're not going to have a missile hit and destroy each other in the air. None of that shit going to happen, man. These missiles are going to hit their marks. Verse 80 says, neither shall one thrust another. That's a spirit. I just said it before it came up. It says, neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path. Man, they're going to go exactly where the Lord have them to go. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded, man. So they ain't going to be shot down. They're not going to be shot down at all, man. They shall run to and fro in the cities, man. All these cities are going to be utterly wasted, man. They shall run up on the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief, man. So they're going to come all of a sudden, man. They're going to come all of a sudden, man. They introduce the MOTB, and all hell going to break loose, man. Then all of a sudden, those missiles are going to be shot off, man. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall not, the sun and the moon shall not, the sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. So it's going to be a dark and gloomy day, man. He says, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua shall utter his voice before his army, man. And that's what we're telling you, man. These missiles are going to be shot off by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. These missiles are the Lord's army. For his camp is very great, for he is strong that executeth his word, man. See, the Lord is executing his word, man. All we got to do is sit back and prophesy, man. Continue to have our faith in him, man. He says, for the day of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is great and very terrible. That's plain, man. And who can abide it? Who can stand before the Lord and tell the Lord to stop the war? No one is going to be able to stop this war, man. And that's why we tell our people, man, you better wake up, man. You better repent, man. Time is running out. So don't worry about the cares of this world, man. This time is running out. And like I said, this is the Lord's army, man. And there's plenty of times where these angels went over these silos, man, and pushed a button. You know what I'm saying? Had a countdown and everything, man. I've seen plenty of accounts where that happened. Where these angels, the chariot will come over a silo or something and hit the button, man, and they can't stop it. And that's just the angels going and testing. It's many years that's been happening, man. And that's just the angels testing the technology to make sure it's ready, man, for when that day they're shot off, man. So we're living in beautiful times, man. We're living in beautiful and terrible times, man. But these things must come to pass, man. They have to come to pass, man. And that's why we shouldn't fear, man, because these things have to come to pass, man. You believe in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, you're on the right side, man. If you don't, you're on the wrong side, man. This is Jeremiah 50, and I just want to get the point. In verse 25, it says, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua has opened his armory, man. Let's get that word armory. I'm going to look it up in the blue letter. I just want to get a quick definition. A place where weapons are kept. See, the Lord's, these missiles are his armory, man. This is his, so we just read it was his soldiers. It's his army. So he's opened up these weapons, man, his armory, man, for these missiles to be shot off, man. And we just, last couple of weeks, he said Putin ready 3,000, just Satan 2 missiles, man. The Satan 2 nuclear missiles, man. He got 3,000 just of those missiles ready. They're combat ready now. 3,000. And that's just those missiles, just a Satan 2, man. Not the salt. None of the missiles that they said they got rid of, they ain't got rid of them missiles, man. Because they didn't trust each other. They didn't know who was going to put theirs away or not, man. So all those missiles that Sarmat, all of them, I can't name all of them, but shit, you don't see them. You don't Google the missiles and shit and see what Russia had, what America had. You don't see the missiles they had, man. All those missiles are ready, man. And you just imagine the technology that they have now. Esau don't know how strong those missiles are. They can, do the calculations of it, how much devastation and how many people should die, but they don't know how those weapons, how strong those weapons are, man. Because the Lord said the earth is going to reel to and fro. Let me finish this up. Pull another tab up, man. Earth reel. Isaiah 24. Let me go back here to Jeremiah 50. We're going to read that how the earth is going to shake, man. This is Jeremiah 50:25 again. It says, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua has opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignations. See, them weapons, we keep explaining those weapons are the missiles, man. For this is the work of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, power of hosts in the land of the Chaldees. Come against her from the uttermost border. Open her storehouses. Cast her up as heaps and destroy her utterly. let nothing of her be left. It says, slay all her bullocks, and that's what that's the people, man. It's a great sacrifice, man. It's coming here, man, to Babylon the Great. Let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for their day is come, the time of their visitation, man. And we're telling you this coming, man. The voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, our power, the vengeance of his temple, man. So, man, we're telling you, man, to wake up, man. If you haven't waken up already, man, you know somebody, man, tell them, man, this is the curtain calls, man, the Lord's sending out there. Curtain calls, man. This is Isaiah 24:20. It says, the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, man. So these missiles are gonna pulverize shit, man. Like I said, Esau don't know how strong these missiles is, man. It said the earth is gonna reel to and fro, man. So the whole earth, this is an earthquake here, man. The whole earth is gonna quake. Like a drunkard, man. So it's, man. It says, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again, man. So these missiles are gonna, man, pulverize this place, man. It's gonna hit the earth. The earth is gonna be shaken, man. The whole earth is gonna be shaken, man. Man, it don't sound like a good day. It don't sound like a good day that's coming, man. It sounds like a violent day that's coming. But our people have been warned, man. You blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans, you've been warned. Your time is coming to an end, man, to get right with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And you can't wait, man, to the last minute and say, well, I want it now, man. It's gonna be too late, man. And the scripture tell you the Lord said he's gonna close the mouth of the prophets. So we won't even be able to tell you if we wanted to. This is I'm started right here. This is Revelation 9 and verse 14. It says, saying to the sixth angel, which had the trumpet, loose the 4 angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. And the 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay the third part of men. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. That goes to break it down. It goes into 200 million missiles, man. Going into the Hebrew, man. I ain't gonna break that down, but I'm pretty apostles broke that down before. How the Hebrew number goes into 200 million missiles, man. But it says 200,000, and that's talking about the missiles, man. The Lord's army. And I heard the number of them. So John the Revelator heard the number of the missiles, man, 200 million missiles. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, man. We went in there earlier, man, in Isaiah. And them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire and of jacinth and brimstone. And the heads of the horses were the heads of lions. Talking about those nuclear warheads, man. There was the heads of lions, man. The Lord compared them to lions, man, because they're furious, and they got a hell of a bite. And out of the mouths issue fire and smoke and brimstone. By these three, the third part of men killed. The third part of men killed by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone, which issued out of their mouths. So it's just basically just telling you the missiles are going to kill the third part of men, man. For their power is in their mouth and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents, and had heads with them they do hurt, man. And it's basically breaking down the missiles, how he described the missiles during that time, man. He described them as having heads of lions and breastplates of fire and jacinth and brimstone, man. So he just described the thermonuclear missiles. That's the words he used at that time, man. And he said they do hurt, man. So that lion mouth was a symbol as to what he came to compare it to, man. The head of a lion, man. And you see a lion roaring, shit, that scared the hell out of you, man. Because you know if that head coming, you know the teeth coming with it too, man. This is why he said it do hurt. This is Revelation 7 and verse 1, man. It says, and after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind shall not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. So the angels are on the 4 corners of the earth, man. North, east, south, and west. They're holding back the destruction all over the planet, man. And the destruction is talking about these missiles. That they're holding back the destruction for this to happen. He says, and I saw another angel ascend from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea. So these angels are going to be the ones controlling the destruction, man. These 4 angels are going to be holding, they're going to be controlling the destruction, man. They was given the task to hurt the earth and the sea. It says, saying, hurt not the earth, nor the sea, nor the trees, until we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads, man. So this destruction won't come until the scriptures are fulfilled, man. So that's why we continue to search for the elect, man. But we know as we get closer and closer, man, the elect is being sealed, man. The elect are being sealed. So, man, any time now, the elect is going to be sealed, man, and the Lord is going to have everything else fall in order, man, for this destruction to come, man. So, Lord willing was edified. I'm going to end it there. Shalom. Shalom.